besties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Cassidy and I'm a military wife. It's not my personality trait, I swear. But yes, I'm just gonna give you a little bit of an update on where, oh my god, that does not look good, sorry. Maybe a little bit of an update of where I've been, because my last video was in October. And what's to come. So in October, I just did my little intro, and I had this whole thing of me filming, but the motivation should just be lacking sometimes, so I apologize for that. Also, if you hear anything in the background, it's the air conditioner, because we live in Washington State and we don't be having central air here, so we have a window unit. So since October, what have I been up to? Well, we spent our last Christmas with my mom and her boyfriend Paul, and then for New Year's we went and spent New Year's in Texas with my wife's Sierra's family. And even before going to Texas for New Year's and whatnot, there was a lot going on because my wife is active duty Army and her contract was set to be up in January, and so she was trying to figure out what she wanted to do. If she wanted to stay active duty, if she wanted to go reserves, if she wanted to get out. So she was just really weighing the pros and cons of everything. She asked for my input because she didn't want to make that decision alone. So we debated back and forth, and we ultimately decided that staying active duty was in our best interest, because I'm currently a stay-at-home wife, and I have been for the last almost year. So then she had to do a medical reclass for her her new MLS, because her job was a combat engineer and she doesn't have good knees anymore, so she had to decide what job to choose. That was also a super stressful time because we didn't know what job she was going to get, when she was going to have to go to school. So she ended up switching to a supply specialist, I believe is the job. She has been in Fort Lee, Virginia since April 22nd. It is, what day is today? Today is Monday, June 21st. So she's been gone almost 2 months exactly. She'll be back on the 24th of June. She will have finished her schooling, so that's super exciting. But we had gotten orders to Germany, so that was really exciting because we were trying for Fort Hood, Texas, because not a lot of people want to go there for obvious reasons. But one day they were like, how do you feel about Germany? And she said, what do you mean? So she got a Germany spot, but then, as every military person and military wife, military spouse in general knows, the military be switching things up real quick, So we're no longer going to Germany. We are going to Vicenza, Italy. So my wife's set to report in August, and that whole process has been insane. I've wanted to have so many mental breakdowns. I definitely did have one. When she told me about Germany, I was super excited, and then I got to thinking, and I'm an overthinker, a chronic overthinker, if you will. And I psyched myself out, and then I was like, no, I don't want to go to Germany anymore. And I sprung it on her at 5 a.m. when she was getting ready to go to PT, because I stayed up the whole night crying and researching and just psyching myself out for no good reason. So then we ended up talking about it that day, and we said, okay, we'll go to Germany. And so I was super excited about that. I did a lot of research only for the military to, switch up. So that was fun. I haven't seen a whole lot of videos of wives or spouses in general being in Vicenza, Italy. We were supposed to be in Wiesbaden, Germany, so that would have been 3 hours from my sister from another mister, Miss Becky. She's on YouTube as well. Her name's Becky J. Corona, so you should definitely check out her channel because she convinced me to get back on YouTube. So yeah, so we were gonna go through Germany together, be in Germany together. Sorry, there's a hair in my mouth. But you know, life changes, that's okay. So we should be heading to Italy in August, and I don't know why nobody tells you how stressful the whole PCS process is, but is, sorry if I keep looking out the window. I be having hair in my mouth. This is not it. It's literally one of the most stressful processes my wife and I have gone through, because it's not like it's just we're PCSing to like another state, we're PCSing to a whole nother country, and I had already done so much research for Germany specifically, only for it to get switched up super last minute. And I've been trying to do research on Italy, but like I said earlier in the video, there has not been a whole lot on like Vicenza, because my wife is Army and not Air Force. But I've seen stuff about like Aviano and whatnot, or like down further for like Navy people. So it's been so incredibly hard doing it, because she's in Virginia and I'm here in Washington, and there's certain stuff that I've had to get done that typically the service member like can help do. But you know, she's been trying to help from over there, I've been doing it from over here. I had to get medically cleared because they want to make sure that wherever you're going, you're going to be taken care of adequately, which is understandable. So I've had numerous doctor's appointments. I've had dentist appointments. I have one tomorrow. I have to get a root canal, and it's just been insane. Like, I did not know the steps that went into PCSing overseas. Like, it's just like, we thought it was like a pipe dream, you know what I mean? It was like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, let's go overseas. And then like, now we're actually going overseas, and I was like, ma'am, okay, that's a little bit much. Like that one TikTok, it's enough slices. That's how I feel every single day. So in order to go to Italy, I've needed to apply for an OFI passport, which is like granted for like military families. And also Italy requires a visa. And I heard horror stories about how long the visa process takes and all of that. And in order to get the visa, I had to get my no-fee passport to come in. And I've needed so much paperwork for that. So that was a little bit stressful, because time is a ticking, and if I didn't have like my no-fee passport and my visa, I wouldn't have been able to fly out with her. So my no-fee and my visa have come in. So when Sierra gets back, we're probably gonna try and book our flights. And like trying to ship our household goods, apparently it like books up super quick. Apparently it's PCS season, and we had just gotten like approval for like our household goods or whatnot about a week ago, week and a half. And one of the papers wasn't filled correctly, so we had to resubmit that. And they're like, oh, well, the expected date would be August, like 4th through the 10th or whatnot. And my wife, her report date is August 15th, so they're cutting it a little bit close. So hopefully nothing else, you know, goes wrong. Knock on wood. I don't have any wood around, but someone knock on wood for me, please and thanks. Because this has not been the smoothest process in the slightest. And me and Becky, you know, we've been going through it together, and we were like, dude, why did nobody say how freaking stressful this is? Like, I feel like I've watched so many videos, and it just seems like it's so sunshine and rainbows, and for some people it may be, but for us it definitely has not been. It's been a very trying process on us as individuals, us and our relationships. Like, it's super bittersweet, because obviously we're gonna get to go to new countries, but like we're also having to say bye to our family for years, because we'll be there for 3 years and 5 months, I believe. And that's a long time to be away. I mean, we could choose to visit, but plane tickets do be expensive when you know, going from one country to the other, and they're not close together. So that's also been you know, sad to think about, but we definitely feel beyond blessed that we were even given this opportunity, because a lot of people have always wanted to go overseas and they don't ever get that opportunity. So we definitely feel thankful for that. We are going to be going to Ohio in the next few days. On Sunday we're leaving for Ohio. We're going to go see my wife's Ohio family. I've never met them. Not that she's ever met my family, because we happened to meet in Washington, and I'm originally from California, and that's where all my family is from. So we're just gonna go to Ohio for a couple weeks. We come back and we're gonna go visit my sister down in Oregon, because she's currently pregnant, literally giving birth probably in the next few hours to my nephew. So if anybody wants to, like, I will be your child's aunt if it's a little girl, because everybody keeps giving me freaking nephews. It's rude. Like, I have a niece, but she's a teenager and doesn't want anything to do with me. I mean, no. She likes me, but she also lives in Texas. And her little brother also lives in Texas, and my nephew lives in Oregon. And I would just like to buy some girl clothing, okay? And be around little baby girls. They're so cute. Me and Sierra really want a girl for whenever we have a baby. My cousin and his wife did just give birth to their second girl. So congrats, Matt and Sonia, on baby Finn. But yeah, it's just been an incredibly stressful time. I'm so sorry, I keep looking out the window. That's where my lighting is coming from. But, you know, hopefully this whole process pays off in the end, because girl, it's been what's that saying? It's been real and it's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. That's my everyday mood. My everyday mood. And then my wife still has to come back and clear this post. We still gotta get our plane tickets. We were gonna take our dog, but she has heartworms and needs to get treatment, so that's also been super stressful. So we're gonna leave her here until her treatment's done next year, so that's super sad. But we just want the best for her. This video has literally been so scatterbrained, but that's literally what my mind is like. I don't even think that I'm gonna edit this video so that everybody sees like the raw realness of it, because y'all just need to know. And I hope that Becky and I are not we're not the only ones in the boat about us thinking that PCSing is super stressful, let alone PCSing overseas, because this too much, ma'am. This is too much. And if I knew then what I know now, would I still choose to do it? Maybe. I mean, because yeah, it's an amazing opportunity, but like the stress levels have not been it. They I like make jokes about, oh my gosh, I'm one mental breakdown from checking myself into the loony bin. And like, it's 100% a joke, so maybe I shouldn't joke about stuff like that, because people are probably gonna think that I'm serious. But like, it's just not been a fun process. Like, between going to base alone, which I get anxiety because I don't, like, obviously I don't know anything about anything when it comes to the military, and I don't know what questions to ask, I don't know what places to go, what people to see. But the girl that helped with my visa and passport, she was a freaking godsend. I loved her, because me and Sierra were literally the blind leading the blind, like the freaking two blind mice, because she tried to help me and I was trying to help her, and then we would just argue because we were not seeing eye to eye. And honestly, this process has freaking sucked. And I keep like saying that, but like I literally cannot stress that enough. Like, this process has freaking sucked. There's been so many steps going into it that have like been taken, like have started like months ago, because typically when people are PCSing, they get, you know, months, years, not months, years, like notice in advance, and we literally got it like 5 months in advance and then like 4 months in advance for Italy, because once we found out about Germany, like right after, it was like, just kidding, because she got assigned a sponsor in Italy, and we were like, what? And yeah, so we're going to Vicenza, Italy. So if you guys want to watch our journey, and I'm definitely going to start vlogging more. I'm so sorry. I'm telling you, the motivation, she just don't be there sometimes, but I really want to vlog more so that our friends and family from the States can follow along on our journey and not feel like they're missing out on any parts of our lives, even though we'll be physically missing out on all, like, everybody's part of, like, people will be missing out on our part. People will be missing out on parts of our lives, and we will be missing out on our family and friends' lives. But if anybody wants to come visit, please come visit. Or we can be internet besties, because me and Becky haven't even met, but she's my bestie for the bestie, because it's been really nice being able to go through this process with somebody else. So thank you for watching today's video. If you stayed here, you a real one. You a real one if you stayed until the end, because this video has been a hot mess express, just like my life has been this whole year. So peace and love. Peace and love.